to the Maguire Podcast. My name is Brian Cooper. I am the Vice President of Business Development at Maguire and your host for this podcast. At Maguire, we've been helping to store and protect quality water for over 100 years. On this episode, we are discussing the all-new Maguire Campus with our guests Gene Jones Jr. and Scott Jones, the owners of Maguire. Gene and Scott, welcome to the Maguire Podcast.
Thank you, Brian.
Let's start with the new Maguire Campus. Officially just moved in. Gene, we're going to start with you. Let's start at the beginning. What was the vision behind this campus? Why now and why here?
You know, I would say 4 to 5 years ago, our family, the Jones family, had this long-term vision of building a new facility, developing a new campus. We've been at our current facilities since the early 90s, so going on 30 years. And prior to that, we were in facilities out in T for 30 plus years. So for a whole bunch of reasons, it just seemed like there was an opportunity for us to develop a new campus. The family was excited about it, got behind it, and then there was some opportunities that came up as a result of COVID and the slowdown in the economy, which really impacted the overall business climate in the United States. And then with follow-on funding that came from the federal government, the ARPA funding, the infrastructure bill, those were some of the impetuses that made us fast track this project. So instead of looking at a 5 to 7 year timeline, we looked for a 2 to 3 year timeline and accelerated the completion of the project.
Scott, for you, hearing what Gene had to say, for you, what was it like to sit down and say, okay, we're going to do this again? As second generation owners of the business, you've already done this a couple times. As Gene said, you've gone from T to Sioux Falls, and now, okay, here we go again. What's that been like for you?
Yeah, so I think it kind of really came to fruition in the fall of 21. We were at a strategic meeting up at the lake, and we decided at that time to build this new campus. And everything kind of fell together with the purchase of the land. We selected our contractor in Fegan, and everything just kind of rolled from there. It's been great getting the whole team on one campus so that we can collaborate more and be more cohesive in our communications with the whole team. So it's been really fun getting into the new campus.
I'm going to stay with you for a second, Scott. Let's go back to that vision. When you said, okay, we're going to do this thing, what things did you learn from the old campus, your campus in T, and the vision that the two of you as owners of this company and second generation owners are setting for the future? What did that look like?
Yeah, I think what we looked at was the industry. The tank building industry has been somewhat Jurassic. Old school, plate bending, pressing and whatnot. It's been kind of old school stuff. So we looked at it as an opportunity to create a ton of efficiencies with our production and our manufacturing teams, and our maintenance teams, just getting everybody in one house with the new equipment and robotics and automatic welding machines and whatnot. So it's been really fun seeing it all come to fruition and getting in on the new campus.
I'm going to pose the same question to you, Gene. Talk about that vision, and when you looked at it, what were some of the factors that went into deciding this is what this campus was going to look like?
The prior facilities that we worked at over by the airport in Sioux Falls moved in 1993, and we had a 5,000 square foot office, 25,000 square foot of production space, and we thought we were positioned for for the long term moving into that facility. And as we grew the business, as we grew our workforce, our footprint, if you will, our geographic footprint, we had to add on. We had to buy other buildings in the surrounding area to support our staff, to support our fabrication, to support our maintenance side of taking care of all of our equipment. So that's really, it's been a long-term play where we've built buildings, we've done additions, and we just got to the point where we were landlocked. We really couldn't add any more facility to the current footprint that we had. So that's really what I think ultimately motivated us to move. But maybe as much as anything, that's the space. But what was most exciting to the family and the Jones family and Scotty and I was this opportunity to build this facility as a legacy opportunity for our team members, number one, our current leadership and all the team members of Maguire, but also the third generation of Jones family members. And, giving them kind of a long-term leg up and not having to necessarily go through the arduous task of designing, developing, and building this type of campus.
Let's go to that piece of it, talking about building the campus. You spent, over 30 years in the old Maguire Campus and fabrication facility. What are the things that you learned that you said, hey, we want to do this differently? The world changes, technology changes. Generationally, team members change. What were the things when you said on paper, what are the things we're first looking at and how do we do that?
I think one of the primary points, and Scotty brought it up, is we were fragmented at our prior campus. So bringing all of the office team, project management, operations, finance, quality of life team, our human resources group, getting them in one building so we can collaborate, to Scotty's point. But maybe most importantly, our prior facility, we had fabrication and blasting and painting going on in 4 or 5 different buildings. We've now put that all together in one building. The raw plate starts at the west end of the building. It gets cut, it gets shaped, it gets welded, blasted, and painted, and then it comes out the east end of the building. And that actual flow of material is going to provide tremendous efficiencies for us from a material handling perspective. And then also, Scotty, maybe you can speak to some of the equipment that we incorporated into the project, which again, some of the latest and greatest fabrication equipment in the world.
Yeah, that was where I was going next, is to Scott. When you're taking on a task like this and you figure out, okay, this is what the building looks like. We want plate steel coming in one side and finished goods going out the other. What kind of equipment do you have to look at? And, that's one of the things in this facility. You get to design it from scratch.
Yeah. So, our team of business development people, who Parker and yourself are part of that team, went to work and looked at all the different equipment that we need in our fabrication facility. So we got a brand new press to replace our 1958 model press in the old facility. We got a new burn table, a larger burn table, and we brought our smaller table over from the old facility. We got our blast robot and blast and paint booths that we bought from a company out in Rapid City that we purchased a couple years ago. So the grow lines, the welding of the automatic welding machines of the cans. This will make us way more efficient than our old facility and make it more worker friendly for all of our people that work in the fabrication facility.
I think you touched on something really important there that I want to kind of highlight, is the team aspect. I don't think there has been a team member on campus that hasn't contributed to this effort in some way. Speak a little bit to the team members and how important it was that everybody had a stake in this to get us from concept and idea to where we're sitting today.
Yeah, so we brought in all the different groups of people working at Maguire, from the fabrication facility guys to our operations team, to our leadership team, to HR. We involved everybody in the whole process of building the new facility. And it was very important to us that all the teams had input into what was going into the new facility and how it would perform.
So we've talked a little bit about the fabrication facility. Talk about the main office a little bit. You said on our old campus, 3 or 4 different buildings, bringing everybody to be collaborative. How important was that culturally as an organization to bring everybody together so that we weren't as fragmented?
Yeah, so in the old facility, we basically had 4 different offices, actually. Our operations team was in one building. Our human resources was in another building. Our maintenance was in another building, and our admin was in another building. So bringing everybody together creates more collaboration, makes for a better team, more quality for our customers and our clients, and a better work environment for all the people that we work with.
Staying with you for one more question, Scott. How cool has it been for you on the new campus when you walk around the office building to see that, you put plans on a piece of paper and you say, okay, I think this is going to work. But when you actually walk around the building and experience it, what's that been like for you?
It's been really refreshing to see everybody collaborating and working together as one. We kind of came into this thing with the goal of being united as one. So it's been really refreshing to see the groups, the different team members collaborating. We're in a collaboration room right now doing this podcast. So we've seen a lot of people in here in the last couple weeks as we've gotten moved over to the new facility.
I'm going to move over to you, Gene. When we talk about team members, one of the things that went into the design of this new facility was our team members. And that is in the way of Fitwell, which is a certificate you get for building the campus around your team members, providing amenities, providing, all these different things that are quality of life initiatives. Talk a little bit about Fitwell and how important that was through the design process, having team members in mind.
Early on in the design portion of the facilities, we wanted to really put some emphasis on the well-being of our team members, and we evaluated some different opportunities. And what we ultimately aligned with is this Fitwell certification. And there's a group out of Omaha called Branch Pattern, and we've worked with them throughout the entire process, and they have helped us deliver the type of workspace that really lends itself to our team members being very comfortable in their space, with the lighting, with the HVAC. There's a lot of attention that has been paid to the work environment in our offices, but also we paid special attention to the fabrication floor. We have a climate-controlled environment on the fabrication floor. We've got 75,000 square feet that's air-conditioned and heated, obviously, but there's a lot of extra steps that we took to ensure and really provide for a great work experience for all of our team members throughout the Maguire organization.
Why is that so important culturally? As you look at, most time people think of manufacturing or fabrication, you think of, hard work, dingy, dirty, what I mean? There's stereotypes around that type of work. Why elevate the way that we have in this new facility? Why was that so important?
We're all aware, but I think we need to really bring into light that people are what make companies go. And there is a real war for talent. And inside of that environment, we just really were focused on and wanted to be able to give all of our team members an opportunity to really flourish in their work. And that allowed us, along with Branch Pattern and our other design team members, to really focus on what we could provide for all of our team members. So we're really excited to be able to bring this type of work environment. It allows us to have a stronger recruiting environment, retain our current team members, and really take care of the Maguire personnel for the long haul.
Scott, when you walk around the facility and you see the people in their new spaces on the fabrication floor, what kind of sense of pride does that give you to know that you're providing this type of an experience to the people who are team members at Maguire?
It's been really cool to see the collaboration and the unity of the whole team. Just from walking in the front door on the first day and walking around to all the different offices and saying good morning to everybody. You had to walk to 5 different buildings at the old campus. So that's been really cool to see. It's been really fun to see our leadership team really direct and work with our whole team members on unifying the whole team. For the number one goal of our company is to provide good, clean water for all the communities throughout the U.S. So it's been fun to see.
Gene, I'll ask the same question to you as one of the owners of this company, second generation. I guess I want to ask it a little differently. Your dad, Gene Sr., bought the company from Ed Maguire back in the 50s, and you guys did all these amazing things, and now it's your legacy that you're leaving for the third generation. What does that mean to you that this has been the progression of the company and we're here today?
Mom and Dad provided an amazing platform for the 4 of us boys. Actually, our brother Jeff, our brother Brad, and Scott and I have been involved over the last 40 years in different capacities and at different timelines, and to see the family focus and attention and really work to have an environment where people can flourish. And ultimately, this is a legacy business. That's part of the reason why we built this facility, and for the third generation. And between Scotty and I, we've got 10 children. We've got the first third generation family member involved at Maguire with Cynthia and my daughter, Parker. And she's doing amazing work at Maguire for us. And we know there's going to be numerous other family members that will follow on and be a part of this great business that we're in, providing quality water for our customers here at Maguire.
Scott, how excited are you for the future of Maguire, this new campus, and the direction that we're going?
We've got great team members. We got great coworkers. We have the facilities. We have the field workers out in the field. Great leadership from all of our leadership team. Butts and I probably have 5 to 7 years left at the helm, and hopefully we get a number of our kids coming into the business. But we've got great leadership to kind of take us from Putz and I's leadership to the next generation of leadership. There's probably 10 to 15 years in there where a Jones won't be running the company, but we've got those leaders in place to help us carry through that 10 to 15 year window.
So I guess my last question for you, Gene, is it's an amazing campus, an amazing facility. What what for you is the legacy that you're leaving? And if somebody was looking for a place to go, why should they choose Maguire? I'm going to give you a chance to give a little sales pitch here for coming to Maguire as opposed to somewhere else.
The Jones family's worked really hard over the last several decades to provide a great work environment, and we're involved in this amazing industry of providing quality water. And for us to be able to work in this space, to grow our company, and to Scotty's point, all of our field members that build tanks, that paint tanks, our sales crew that out in the field selling our services, and then all the support people here in Sioux Falls, our fabrication floor team members that are shaping, cutting, bending, welding steel. It's a large effort, and with 200 plus employees today, and continuing to grow our company, grow our footprint. It's just an amazing testimonial to the leadership at Maguire and to everybody who really works super hard to deliver on our value proposition every day in Sioux Falls and all the communities that we work with throughout the United States.
All right, Gene and Scott, thanks for joining us today on the Maguire Podcast.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
Remember, you can always connect with us by going to our website, maguirewater.com. You can ask questions by sending us an email at info@maguirewater.com, or you can follow or reach out to us on any of our social media platforms. We are on Facebook, X, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Thank you for joining us on the Maguire Podcast.